It's cold, it's dark, it's night, but it's amazing. It's fascinating. It's really cool. But anyway, Veronica Ross says something undoubtedly phenomenal in her book, The Divergent series. It's also a movie, major motion picture. She says perspective is half of what bravery is. I mean, King Arthur of Camelot would have loved to hear that. It's amazing. Hold the thought for a second. Last year, 2020, was rough, tough, ruffled. It was a crude, unpredictable mess. And we acted instinctively. We either clustered and hid, huddled into groups, families, called friends, or we entered these bubbles, these spheres of seclusion, of reclusion, just tight spaces, huge spaces. And it honestly doesn't matter how you reacted to you last year. But what do you expect to see tomorrow, next week? And that's where we draw the question of adaptation. It's not this animal place of survival that separates being from identity, because identity does not ultimately seek to survive. Identity ultimately seeks to flourish and thrive. And that's where the question of hope then comes. Hope is the purity of the human soul. It's the one thing that guarantees our tomorrow when nothing else can. It's the liveliness of who we are. If we see in hope, then we vitalize what we call faith. We believe to see an end of goodness, of grace. We know. And that's one thing every human soul, every human heart has to learn to see. And it's something I am training myself to understand, that it doesn't matter what the experience seems to hold, even if it seems completely at odds to how I view myself, how I view the next few days, there is still a hope. It too shall pass. And that's the primary place that seeks to adapt. It's not simply answering from a primal instinctive place of humanity. It's seeing into the mind, the heart of what it means to be human, into the eternity of this identity called man. I know it sounds creepy, heavy, but that's exactly what it is. Who we are lives on forever. We are legends. And that's what we seek to find. Even when nothing else can testify with us, we know that within there is a message. There is a testimony of hope that draws us closer to who we are, to ourselves, to our families. And if we seek a future untainted, regardless of how pressing matters, situations tend to be now, then we must learn the place that simply hopes. And it's the one thing I want to draw to your attention as you walk through this year. It's the amazement, it's the curiosity, it's the heart of who we are. Thank you.